In this video, I'll share some of the highlights from my ongoing research journey on the multifaceted and multi-layered concept of leisure that I began in 2017. And over the past 6 years, leisure has transformed into an acronym for me. And each letter within this acronym represents and encapsulates a concept closely related to the broader meaning of leisure. This transformation not only deepened my understanding about the true essence of leisure, but also revealed a tapestry of interrelated concepts in this domain. So let's have a look at this acronym, leisure. In this acronym, L stands for liberation, E for enjoyment, I for interest, S for satisfaction, U for unwinding, R for recreation, and E for entertainment. So let's have a closer look at these concepts. The first one is liberation. And by liberation, I mean a sense of agency, autonomy, having control and choice when you decide how to spend your leisure time. This sense of agency is important because it can empower us to shape our leisure pursuits based on our interests and values. Then we can set goals and decide the level of engagement that we prefer to have. So it's all about having the power to say, this is what I want to do in my free time. And then taking action based on your preferences. My research shows when people have a strong sense of agency in their leisure choices, then they are more likely to engage in the activities that resonate with their personal interests and goals. Then it will lead to a deeper sense of engagement with that activity. So as a result of that, having autonomy in leisure gives us a sense of ownership over our free time. And this ownership is particularly important when external pressures and obligations can easily consume our time. Then leisure becomes a space where we can exercise our autonomy, when we can make choices that align with our values and gradually form a sense of identity and fulfillment outside of work and other responsibilities. So let's have a look at another concept in this acronym. The second one is interest. Interest in leisure activities is important because it enriches our lives in many ways. Engaging in hobbies, voluntary activities that genuinely captivate our attention, and we are passionate about that. So it can give us a chance for a break from our daily routine and engage in an activity that we really are interested. The next concept is satisfaction. Satisfaction in this context means the level of contentment and fulfillment that you can experience when engaging in leisure activities. It's also an important aspect of understanding the value and impact of leisure pursuits. Satisfaction obviously is a complex concept and it has its own facets, like, for example, intrinsic satisfaction when you find joy and meaning in the activity that you are doing. It can include many things, such as the pleasure of learning new skills, achieving goals, and the simplest form is pure pleasure of what you are doing. It might be social satisfaction when you are engaged in social interaction as part of your leisure activities, for example, joining a club for a hobby, joining a sport team or cultural group, And the social dimension of these activities also contributes to your satisfaction. The next concept is unwinding. Unwinding is a fundamental aspect of leisure that we should not underestimate its value. And of course, its necessity. In this modern and busy life that we all have, taking the time to unwind and relax is a chance to step away from demands of work and other responsibilities. And it will allow us to recharge and return with a fresh perspective. And it also is very important to prevent burnout and maintain a healthy work-life balance. Now let's review the two last concepts, recreation and entertainment, which are related, but they have different focuses and objectives. Recreation typically involves activities for relaxation and personal enjoyment, and it often includes physical or intellectual activities like different hobbies or outdoor activities, sports, and other leisure pursuits, which gives us a break from everyday routines and work-related activities. So recreation can happen through different relaxation or physical exercise or creative expression, and it can be very different, ranging from gardening, swimming, fishing, hiking, bird watching, and the list goes on and on. On the other hand, entertainment is more externally focused and often involves passive enjoyment or spectating. When you are watching an activity, and it includes different kinds of things like movies or theater performance to amuse the audience and engage, and then you are basically observing a performance, attending a venue, or and the main idea is enjoyment and amusement for the audience. So it was a summary of different concepts in this acronym leisure that I explained for you, and in other videos I will provide more details about each aspects.